the best answer to the job interview question, why do you want to work here? So you go down to a job interview. I'm just going to move my mic here. You go down to a job interview and, they're going to ask you some cliched standard job interview questions, right? They're going to say, tell me about yourself. They're going to say, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How do you handle stress? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why did you leave your last job? What are your salary expectations? What is your current salary? Kind of standard job interview questions, right? Then they'll ask you behavioral questions, right? And there's no way you can prepare for each and every possible behavioral interview question because there's like literally a million of them. Tell me about a time that, you had to solve a problem on the job using creative thinking while you had to work with someone with which you had a conflict. Tell me about a time when you did that. Like some exotic behavioral question. They'll ask you these questions and they'll give themselves a pat on the back for how creative they are and how original they are so that you couldn't have possibly prepared for that exact question, right? But among the sort of, standard cliched job interview questions is this one, right? Where they say, why do you want to work here? And people misunderstand this question. They think like, you're asking like, why do I need a job? And that's not what they're asking. So they say, why do you want to work here? And you say, well, hello, I need to eat, so I don't starve. It's like, no, that's wrong answer. That's not what they're asking. They're saying, why do you want to work here specifically, as opposed to any other place you could work? Why are you coming to try and get a job here? What is it about this place that made you apply? That's what the question means, right? So this question is really a test to see if you have any enthusiasm for this particular job. And a lot of people kind of fail this test because they're just applying for every job that they see. They really give no great thought to, do I want to work there or not? It's like, I just need money, so I'll apply anywhere, right? The problem is they get a call back. You're like, oh, okay, you want to talk to me? Great. So you go down to the interview and one of the things they say is, well, what was it about this job that, made you apply for this job? And most people kind of stare at them like they got 7 heads and go, I don't know, you guys are a company that pays people. I don't know. It's like fail, right? They want to see that you're enthusiastic about working here. So the first step to kind of convey that is to show that you know something about this company, right? It's kind of a test to see if you've done a little bit of research. So if you've taken 2 minutes to look up that company online, right? That's the most obvious thing you can do. What does that company do, right? What business are they in? Okay, you might know that they are in the business of manufacturing helicopters, right? Okay, great. Is that all they do? Do they do that and that's it? Or do they do that and other things? How do they manufacture helicopters? Are their helicopters exactly the same as every other company's helicopters, or are they different in some way? Like what's their edge? What's their special thing that they do that's different, right? Do you know that? Now if you know it, you say like, yeah, well, first of all, I love helicopters. Ever since I was a kid, I played with little toy helicopters, and I've always been fascinated by them. I'm a fully qualified technician, aerospace technician. I can fix helicopters, and they've always had a very special place in my heart. And I know that the helicopter models that you guys make, they use this particular configuration. They're still using piston engines as opposed to turboprops or something, I don't know. And, I also am passionate about piston engines. I'm a car enthusiast, and I like piston engines. I cut my teeth, mechanically on like repairing and modifying piston engines. So this is what I'm excited to do. It's this kind of work, that I really enjoy. So you guys are the only manufacturer of helicopters that do that. So that's what brought me to you guys. I'm excited to see where this goes because I got some real talents in a couple of areas that I can't bring to a lot of other roles in this industry, but I can bring it here. Something like that. Right? So it shows that you know about this company, you're enthusiastic about the company, and it makes sense why you would work here. That gives you an edge over probably almost everyone else that applied, or at least everyone else that they interviewed with. Right? That's what they're looking for. They're looking for enthusiasm. They're looking for motivation. The question is not about you. The way you can answer this also is like a little bit of flattery, not for them personally, but for the company. You say, like, you guys have been building these helicopters for many years. And, because you've gone this route with your design, it gives you this edge. Like, how many helicopters can you repair using off-the-shelf automotive parts? Not many, because all the other helicopters have turbojets or turbofans, or whatever they've got in them. It's like a highly precision instrument with turbine blades and stuff. That requires very specialized equipment with very tight tolerances. Your design with piston engines, it's super rugged. They can take punishment in a way that other helicopters can't. This is what gives you guys the edge. That's why I like this technology. That's why I think it's the future, and that's why I'm excited to work on it and help you guys bring this the helicopter business into the future. Whatever. Right? Something like that. Like it's a bit of flattery for the organization. After you say something like that, they'll be like, wow, this person gets it. And it can overcome perhaps some deficiencies in you not having as much experience as other candidates or having quite the education other candidates have. You got the enthusiasm and you come across as a much better fit. They should pick you because you belong here more than other people do. Okay? That's how you answer this question. Sometimes this question can be asked as like another form of, why should we hire you? Why do you want to work here? Why should we hire you? They can mean it like that, where you answer it by giving your strengths. Why should you hire me? Because I'm this. Why do you want to work here? Because I've got this. You're looking for that? I got that. I'm a fit. That's why you should hire me. Why do you want this job is another kind of synonym of that. I want it because you seem to be looking for exactly what I have. I seem to be a perfect fit. You're looking for this, this, this. I got this, this, this. That's why I want to work here. Seems like you could really use my skills, and all my assets can come to bear in this role. Something like that. Okay? So sometimes they ask it in that sense, but the vast majority of the time, this question is the check for enthusiasm to see if you've done some research on them, you know a little bit about them, and you can make an argument of why you belong here, specifically. That's what I have to say about that. Hopefully that makes sense.